So you apply for your non-immigrant visa, now you're checking your case status online and it says refused. You're panicking. In this video we'll talk about refused, and in fact refused is not really denied. Refusing, trust me, I know. Hello everybody and welcome back to our Immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. In this video, we'll explain why the US visa status on the online CEAC system says refuse. What does it mean specifically for those applicants that are being pulled to administrative processing? It's important to understand the different terms and how to read the system. So we'll talk about that and explain the different scenarios. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. So when you check your US visa status online through the CEAC system, sometimes you'll see that the system says refused. This can be very confusing because in many cases you go through the visa interview, the consular officer may say, oh listen, your visa has been approved, just go and wait, and then you check your status and it says refuse. It's very confusing and a lot of people are not sure what does that mean. Sometimes you see the same thing after you drop your documents at the drop box. For, let's say, after H-1B stamping and things like that, it says the same thing. And also in situations when you are pulled for 221G admin processing, but when you check online, it actually says refuse. So just give you a bit of a history. In the past, and I'm talking about before March 3rd of 2020, any application that was either needed more information or they needed to do some more checking and they couldn't approve your case, it was just generally said admin processing. And when you logged into the system, that's exactly what you would see, admin processing. But after that, after March 3rd, 2020, they've changed the way they are operating. And again, now that people see refuse, they're really panicking, specifically in cases after the interviews, or if you receive a 221G stamp, or if you receive a 221G notice, or after you drop your documents at the drop box. The bottom line is that in many cases where applicants receive 221G notice, when they check their application status, there's clearly language says that the application will remain refused while they're processing the case, while they're checking and doing the research for admin processing. So that refusal doesn't mean that the case is actually denied. It means that they are working on the case, they're checking, and the case is still in admin processing. And typically it should clear within 10 to 14 days. If it's not, then it's important to start following up with the embassy. There are some cases where it's taking longer. We've seen cases where it took about 12 weeks, but eventually it should clear. Bottom line is that I'm making this video because we're getting a lot of questions from applicants who are still confused about this language change, even though it's already been in effect for almost 3 years. So remember, if you receive that notice, if you see that in the online status, it means that the consular officer may need some more information. Maybe they're checking further about your case. Maybe they've received some information from other sources with concern about your case, so they're clearing it. So typically, this refusal means that you are in administrative processing, they're checking, and it can go anywhere from 2 weeks, even up to 12 weeks. The key is once you are in that situation, once it says refuse, make sure you stay in contact with the embassy on a regular basis until the matter is resolved. And of course, if your case is completely denied, then you'll get an official notice of denial, but it's very different than the refusal that you see online. Hopefully this information is helpful. If you are currently in admin processing and it's taking forever, beyond a reasonable time, and you receive no information from the government, we have clients that have been stuck for years, over 2 years, then it could be something else. If that's the case, you need a consultation with an attorney to determine what's going on, if you're eligible to maybe file a lawsuit or maybe do something else to get yourself out of that limbo. Again, if you need help, all you have to do is send me a text, 619-483-4549, and let's check on your case as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.